Here we are in Google Sheets, and we're going to talk about some different ways you can work with the data here. First thing you might want to do is sort the sheet. So to do that, you go up to your data, click on it, sort sheet. Since I have my that first cell selected, we can sort by column A, click on that, and ta-da, it's now been sorted by column A. But what you might notice is we've got this first name, last name thing here in the middle. Well, that's not really going to help us. So let's undo and let's do this instead. We're going to select rows 2 through 11 and now go up to data. Instead of sorting the sheet, we're going to sort by range. Okay, so we could sort column A now in just those rows, or we could also go to the advanced range options. And not only could I sort by A, but I could sort by column B. And maybe I even wanted to, after they were in order alphabetically by last name, then I wanted to sort it by instrument as well. So I could also sort by instrument. So you can have multiple sort ranges. They'll do the first and then the next, and it'll go on like that. So here I go, and now you'll see we're in alphabetical order by last name, and then, you know, let's say there had been multiple students with the last name of Black, it would have then sorted it by instrument for those within that name. Something else that you can do to kind of fix that problem is freeze a row. So if I freeze the first row, watch what happens. View, freeze, row 1. Now when I scroll, it's not moving, right? So let's say you had maybe 100 kids on this list. You're always going to see that header row if it's frozen. I'll do that a lot of times with my left-hand columns as well. Maybe the first name and last name, I'll freeze those. So as I move across the screen, I still know what student the information is attached to. It's helpful. The other thing you might see up here in this header row, you see where it says number of candles sold, how it's extending into that next cell. I can also choose to have the text wrap. So if I select, I'm going to select that first row, go over here. This is my text wrapping. And at the moment, the text is just going to go straight across horizontally, but I can choose instead to have it wrap, and it will extend the height of the cell so that it includes all of the text. Just a little hint. Okay, so we talked about sorting. Let's talk about filtering now. You can also filter your text. So let's say I wanted to filter by the number of candles sold. I'm going to click on that column, go back up to data. I'm going to create a filter. So clicking here, I could, again, sort. I could filter by color if I had included colors. I could also sort and filter by condition. So what the cell contains, if it contains specific text, if it contains specific numbers. Oh, maybe I only want to see students who sold more than 2 candles. Let's click on that. There we go. Anything more than 2, it's showing all of my 3s. Maybe instead of by condition, you could say anything that's less than, if the text starts with something specific. So you can change there. You could also filter by values. So you could say that you wanted to see all of the students who sold 2 candles specifically, things like that. So you can create filters, which is pretty nice. To remove the filter, simply go back up, remove the filter, and you're back to where you were. The last thing I want to show you in this video is how to hide columns. So let's say, you know, you're really not concerned with this particular playing test. You don't want to lose the information, but you don't need to see it all the time. Select the column, go up to the little down arrow, and just click hide. Okay, so it's gone, but not gone forever. So if I wanted to see it again, I go back up here, and you're going to kind of find those 2 little arrows in between, and it'll bring it back again. You could also just go up to and ask it to unhide. So that's some information about sorting, filtering, and then just some other little tips and tricks to maneuver your way through the sheet.